Okay guys, welcome back to another Gemini Scale Model Works video. This video, we're going to start the group build for the street machines hosted by Jason over at Blue Axe Model Shops. And what we're going to do today is, because I had already started working on the Chevelle a while back, we're going to have to catch the Roadrunner up to the progress I had made on the Chevelle up to this point. So that being said, let's get down to the workbench and see what I'm talking about. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Okay guys, we're going to start off with the Chevelle first. Show you what I have accomplished. Now, I know I showed you guys some of the stuff that I've done. Let's go ahead and open the box up and let me show you more stuff, or actually go over the stuff that I have showed you already. First of all, the body's primed, and again, I should have waited to put these tail pieces on before I actually primed them. That's okay. Let's just prime that back end just again. So we got that, and we have the chassis bottom is painted black. I don't know if I'll keep it black. The chassis rails are flat black, and the interior, come on, interior pieces are all in prime. The engine is about 90% complete. What I'm going to do is put the air cleaner on, do some wiring, drill some holes, and put the exhaust system on here. And we have some other stuff, exhaust manifold, brake, accelerator pedal, power brake booster, and master cylinder. I don't know what that little thing is inside there. I got to remember. Fan shroud. Alright, and, oops. Hood hinges, and these are sun visors. Yeah, the interior. Okay, that's as far as I got on the Chevelle. So I'll put that out of the way. We need to get the Roadrunner to the same conditions as the Chevelle at this time. So when I start building these, I could build them in synchronization, I guess if you want to call it that. So let's get this all out here. Probably not going to see it, right? Okay, that's the Chevelle stuff. Now let's move some of this out of the way. Let's see, put this over here. This, yeah, that's got to go there like that. Let's put the body on there like that. Just want to make some room here. So, now, for the Roadrunner. Here is, let's see, I've got to make some room here. Here's the body. And one thing I noticed already on this kit, I don't know if you guys are going to see that space right there. Right there. And right there. This hood is as far that way as it can go. And there is a gap right there. And right there. I don't know how to fix that. But if I do it with the hood open, like that, I guess you won't see it. I did add this rear insert for the rear lights. The body, other than that, looks like it's in pretty good shape. I don't know about this, if this will show up. I don't know if you guys are going to see that. That little crease right there. Anyhow, we got to get that in prime. And let's see. Interior panels, door panels, have to get in prime. All the pedals need to get prime. The chassis needs to get prime. And I did mention that this car has a bench seat. So all of this let's see, I'm going to go ahead and cut some of this stuff off so you can see everything. So go ahead and cut this out. We got that over there. Oh, no, we don't have a tub here, do we? Huh. That's strange. Well, it must mount directly onto alright. So, alright. It's weird that they do these big ones. Alright, the seats. I'm just going to break them off like that. I got to clean them up anyhow, so. Alright, that. And pedals. I know I shouldn't be breaking them off like that, but oh well. Come on. They got these weird, it's like a whole big piece that's right there. Let's see if I can cut this off. There we go. And one thing I don't understand, maybe some of you guys could explain in your comments back to me. I notice a lot of you guys paint your stuff while it's still on the sprue. But when you cut it off, you have all these little white marks and stuff, or gray marks, or whatever color the sprue happens to be. How do you guys deal with that? How do you paint that afterwards? That's why I take all my stuff off the sprues and then paint them. I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong. You know, I am a rookie to this modeling community. So, now that we have all of that taken care of, all the interior parts that have to get primed to meet up with the Chevelle. And here's the pedals and the chassis. What else do we have in here? Oh yeah, I started playing with this last night, and I did put the engine together. So it needs to get primed and then painted. And I believe that once we get this done, we will be equal to the Chevelle. Then we could start building on both cars. So, there's a lot of nice chrome on this. All the bumpers and stuff. I'm going to add some panel liner inside the grill right there to bring that out a little bit. I don't know if I'll keep the valve covers chrome. But I also mentioned the colors that I'll be painting this. The Roadrunner is going to get this Lemon Twist, which is an MCW product. The Chevelle is going to get this Le Mans Blue, which is another MCW product. And this engine will get Hemi Orange. Hemi Engine Orange Enamel. Enamel. Oh my God. Wake up, Vincent. Enamel. There you go. So, that's where we're going to be. Now the Chevy, I didn't have the Chevy red, they call it red, but I was always told it was International Orange. So I use this out of a Rust-Oleum rattle can. Serves the purpose. It looks like a Chevrolet color. Anyhow, we'll get going on this, and stay tuned. And when I get all of this primed up, we'll match it up with the Chevelle and see what's going on. We'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back to the bench. Today I'm going to show you that we have caught up, almost caught up totally with the Chevelle body in prime. Alright, and Roadrunner body in prime. Now the reason why you see a different color here is because this is a different primer. This one here is Mr. Color, and this one here is Vallejo. This is Mr. Color on here. Alright, so we got that guy. Move that out of the way. The next thing, and these cars are a little bit different in some respects. For instance, this car has a full chassis and then a floorboard. This car only has the chassis. And you can see that it has been painted. Again, it was painted with the Vallejo primer. And I will do some detail on here, like all the chassis rails and stuff like that will get a different color than the actual frame itself. Fuel tank will get different color and so on and so forth. Alright, let's move this guy out of the way. And move this guy out of the way. Now, interior again is a little bit different on the Roadrunner than it is on the Chevelle. But these are all my components: rear seat, dashboard, door panels, bucket seats, and then we have the center console, and we have this one little piece that goes under the front bumper. It's part of the bodywork. So we'll just go ahead and scoot that over. And then on this car, on the Roadrunner, like I said, it was a little bit different because it has pretty much an interior tub. Then seat for the front. And then we have, I call them door panels, you guys call them cards or whatever. But yeah, that'll make up the entire tub. Oops, wrong side, duh. Was on this side. And these door panels looks like they can have some good detail on the armrests. Protrude quite a bit. The window crank protrudes quite a bit. So I think I'm going to have fun doing this. All right, now I'm just going to go on this side. And then we got all our pedals done. And then our dashboard. And then our front radiator support and radiator. Okay, so that is now caught up as far as the interior goes. Now, 396 is almost complete. It's painted in Chevy orange, the oil pan's aluminum, the oil filter, I don't remember, I just did it in a blue. Aluminum on the transmission. I kept the valve covers chrome. I painted the intake manifold with aluminum also, and the carburetor I painted with a brass. Distributors in. I have not drilled the holes for the spark plugs yet. So, let's see the 440. Here is the 440. This is painted in that Hemi orange, and I still have lots of work to do on this. Transmission's got to get repainted, starter, oil filter. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave the valve covers chrome. I think I will. I'm not 100% sure. I think I'd like to have a little bit of bling on this motor rather than have it all orange. And the carburetors will be the 3 deuces, and they will get painted in a bronze or a brass color, maybe even aluminum. I'm not sure yet. Anyhow, as far as this build goes right now, each car is pretty much equal as far as what I have done previously on this car. And this car here is now almost in the same predicament. And again, I can't really realize how much bigger this guy is compared to the Chevelle. I wonder if it's really like that. I wonder if there's 2 different scales. Hold on, let me look a minute. Chevelle is 125. And this guy is 124. Okay, that's why he's bigger. The Roadrunner is 124th, so yeah, so it will be a little bit bigger. But that's okay. Once it's on a display shelf, you won't notice the difference. And besides the fact that there's going to be a Christmas tree between these cars. Like I mentioned in my last video, I did have a race with this car. And I will tell you the story on the next video on how I got suckered into this race. Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to the bench. Originally, when I started this project, I told you that these were going to be the 2 colors I was going to paint. My Chevelle was going to be the Le Mans Blue, and the Roadrunner was going to be that Lemon Twist. I changed my mind. My Chevelle is not going to be this blue. I have ranted about a color that I've been using on other projects, and I said I was going to paint one of my model cars this color. And so, with that being said, this is the color that I had painted the Chevelle. This is a TS50, and it's called Mica Blue. It worked out really nice on the big rig that I'm working on. So I decided to do the Chevelle in that color. As far as this goes, I did lay down a color on I did lay down this color on the Roadrunner. 2 things happened. Number 1, the paint didn't lay down right, and number 2, what I did see, I didn't like. To me, I'm sorry to say this to you Mopar guys, but it looked like a taxi cab. So I'm trying to replicate the night that I ran this car on the street. And so that car was a black Roadrunner, pure black, front to back. No vinyl top, just black paint all the way down. So with that being said, I'm going to show you the progress I've made on both cars, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Okay guys, at the beginning of the video I showed you that I did paint the engine, and I told you I was going to put 3 deuces on here, make it a 6-pack, 440 6-pack. But the car that I raced that night was a 440 with cross ram. So I went on the internet and found I don't know, I think it's either a resin or 3D printed, but I did find a cross ram manifold. So this manifold is going to get replaced to make it more to the car that I raced that night. Anyhow, this is the Roadrunner. Oops. And as you can see, I did have it in color, and I am in the process of taking all that color off of there, make sure the body is in good shape, and then reprime it, and then we're going to use MRC's glossy black. Glossy black. Alright, so much for the Roadrunner. And now for the Chevelle. Now remember, I told you I was going to use this guy, and I did. And I think it looks really, really good. And this has not been touched yet. Look at that gloss, guys. Holy mackerel. This is the first coat. I have not touched it with any wet sanding. The only thing is, I did the hood at a different time that I did the body, and the hood is not as glossy. I don't think I hit it with enough paint. But look at that finish, boys. Jeez Louise. Unreal. I really like this color. Now, on my car, where these 2 scoops are, right here, this one and this one, the original owner had somebody put a lace type tablecloth over these scoops and spray it with white paint. And when they took the tablecloth over, he had lace work done on both of these. I don't know if I can replicate that, but I will paint these white because it'll show something that was there. My car did not have white stripes on the back, but I am going to put white stripes on the back of this car. Anyhow, I am real happy with this color. So yeah, so we're looking good on the Chevelle so far. Alright guys, I'm going to call this video good for now. Another thing I am disappointed about this, and I should have realized it, I didn't realize how much difference there is in size between 125 and 124. I am in the process of seeing if I could find this one in 125 kit. If anyone knows of a company that does that, please let me know. Anyhow, with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, your questions, comments, input, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Gemini Scale Model Works out for now. Bye.